Okay, so
There you go.
here's what we've got to work with. I got one for compressors, um, filters. There's one about the Haas effect, which is kind of relating to like time-based effects, like the difference between like a chorus and a flanger or a reverb. And a lot of it is how our brain interprets hearing a delay of something. There's one on
Cool.
panning, using like delays and panning. And I think, Tom, you caught a little bit of that one, right? Or you
Went back in. I
you
look
caught
at
my
an
that
AC
was
switch, an AB switch between with the delay and without the delay, different. Try to see what the difference is. Yeah, 50 milliseconds or something.
yeah. So you saw like the makeshift version of that. I have a full demonstration of that now. And then there's one where we can see how big sound waves are depending on the frequency. And we've also got a gigantic chromatic scale of 9 octaves of keyboard with a spectrum analyzer set to it. So you can watch.
Well, there you go.
So does any of that sound interesting to anyone?
It all does.
All
None
right.
of my mixers are keyboard and any of that stuff on them. So yeah.
Any
I'm recording most of the LDs. Nobody else is.
your audio is a little choppy. Can you repeat?
It's all recording because I'm recording. Maybe be a bit shut that. And
Oh yeah.
any better now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Much. Yeah. Okay, that's what it is. I guess I can't record at the same time. Oh well.
I'm lucky it's not happening to me because I'm recording it. But yeah, what anything sound interesting in there? What should we check out?
Tom, go ahead. What do you? Well, Haas effect stuff, reverbs and choruses. I've been trying to figure out how to get a decent chorus here.
Haas effect. Let's do it.
That sounds good.
All right.
But anything you have next in your idea of how things might spiral out sequentially is fine with me too. Of course.
And strangely, this one was unpublished. Wait, where did my live session list go? It was just up there. That's all right. So
I still see it. I see it. It's
maybe it over because there. I'm in the menu right now and it's moved right here. I bet that's why. Okay, I'll start this session, so watch for me up there and join me as soon as it's up there. See you in a second.
All right. Okay.
Hey.
I think I'm here.
You are here.
I told Sean to avoid the bubble, and pointed at the list and said, "Join there."
There we go. All right,
made it.
So this demonstration, I can't remember the guy's name. Last name was Haas, but he had discovered that somewhere around 40 milliseconds. So when your ears hear a sound and your brain hears that sound, if that same sound is repeated and the delay time on that is like around 40 milliseconds or less, your brain perceives it as being part of the original sound and not a separate thing. It's at about
is that 40, true for
about 40 milliseconds where your brain is kind of able to start piecing them together as like different things. And that's why when you have any effect that you have, like a chorus or like flanger, unison, those kind of a thing, all of those are using a delay that's kind of more in this range. Because when you start getting beyond that, then it's more like it's really can
Like
only
a
be
delay.
used either, more like a delay. You're going to get into an area of more like reverbs, delays, or like rhythmic kind of delays, things like that, where that reflection almost needs to be a separate thing for your brain to perceive it as a sound bouncing off of a wall and not the original sound. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a demonstration of that here. I'm going to hit play. And so we can actually see like a visual representation up here. Let's see what I've got going here. Oh yeah, here we go. We got our... And really all we are doing is changing our delay time. See, we're bringing it up. I'm going to bring it back down. I'll let either one of you toy with it, but we're just sliding that one back and forth. And go ahead and give it a listen while you...
Yeah, it's sort of tearing up.
So
starts
cool.
tearing up there. Yeah. Very cool. You can hear it just phasing. Yeah.
And so you might even say like, all right, well, that's kind of like a rhythmic thing, and maybe it was just getting off time, right? So let's, I wonder if I can record a bubble while let's try it out. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hey, there we go. Testing. I'm going to pop that in there. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Even with testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Go ahead. It's not. I don't hear it repeating.
Oh, do you have to start
testing,
it? 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
No, it still fades out. It still stops after testing 1, 2.
Here, why don't one of you load it in and then give it a whack?
Go ahead.
Oh.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, now it's working.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
there you go.
Hear it too?
Yeah.
Testing,
Okay,
good.
2, I hear it too.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
So
Testing,
there's
1, 2, 3.
0.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Now we're
Testing,
phasing.
1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
And now it's like a slap back
Testing,
echo.
1, right. 2, 3. So you kind of hear like 1, 2, 3. It's not the same testing, for everyone. 1, 2, 3. Some people will kind of testing 1, 2, 3. And the frequencies, the character of the sound, I think will affect it. But generally, testing 1. For most people, it's somewhere around 40 milliseconds. But that's
you can hear that. Hear that break right around there.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Easier to hear with a sample like that than with the
sequencer. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing.
So he'll be closer down.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
I mean, rockabilly.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Testing 1, 2.
It's 6 a.m. here. I'm not quite there yet.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, because you're in Thailand. You woke up early for this one. Testing 1, 2.
Wow, I did.
All right, I got to get this out of here. Maybe record a longer.
His voice is annoying him.
A longer sample next time. But yeah, that's
that's a good example.
That's the
works,
demonstration, and what I was working on, and I'll have more next time. But I wanted to work in actually making a flanger circuit, chorus, and putting them in there, and just kind of showing, even like those effects, how they would sound beyond that 40 millisecond range, and how even though it would fall apart.
What would be interesting is to feed one sound into one ear and the other exclusively into the other, and see whether the delay tracks the same way. Because I think there's a certain amount of psychoacoustic combination.
Yeah, that can get really unpleasant though when you do that. I've done.
Oh, that's what's part of the fun though. Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah,
get slightly different pitches into each ear, and then your brain has to fit them together.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that.
Oh no, I've got devices that are made to do that.
Oh boy,
it makes it part of the
yeah,
fun.
I've done a lot of that. That's probably how I ended up this way.
Well,
I didn't do any of
so-
that, and I ended up this way. So
well, you
I'm
need a
over here
time
playing with
machine
the
to
bubble
find
You're
out.
looking great. That's this one. What else
Yeah,
did we
good
want?
demo. I like that.
Thank you. What else did we want to look at?
yeah, very good.
Bum.
I forget your list.
I'm gonna go back to. I'll show you the actual because you saw my like makeshift panning thing. So I
came at the very end, so I had to kind of reverse engineer what it was all about. But,
I'll show you the
got it.
full ding. Update publish. That's a good idea. All right, here we go. Jumping to the next one.
Follow
Is
in the
there a
bubble.
list?
Well,
Yeah,
I don't have a list up in here yet.
That's okay. We can press the.
Yes. Hey.
Aha.
All right. So this one I've
Looks
actually
familiar.
got a play button. Hopefully it's not too loud. This one's
Oh, no.
also a little more pleasant to listen to. Whoops. On repeat than that sample of my voice.
The sample of your dulcet tones.
Yeah, so what I'll do, I'm actually going to bring... We'll do just the piano. And so right now, all we're doing to pan left and right is we're making it louder in one ear or the other, and that's it. And you can hear that happen.
Right.
Yeah.
You did. Yeah, you did the same thing with this that I did with your other one, with the A/B switch. Running
Yeah,
through some,
and having
multipliers.
being able to A/B it like that is so huge. So,
Right.
Sean, why don't you go over there and like I was doing, use your trigger on the panning. One more over to the piano.
Oh, the piano.
Yeah. So I'm gonna turn on the delay now, just a very small delay, and that's simulating the time it takes for sound to get past one ear into the other, just 6 inches.
Yeah,
We're-
I can hear it in like a. It's pretty awesome.
Because
Makes
if
for a
this
kind of a
change
richer stereo
Where
image.
it's actually hearing it.
Yes. Okay, so here's the other thing, the other part of it. I'm going to turn the delay off. So now we're back to typical panning. Now, Sean, you see that big purple button there? Go ahead and give that a whack. So now we've got reverb going on our basic panning. And we
Okay.
pan left and right, yeah. All right, cool. We can hear that reverb. It's sort of giving us like a sense of like space and depth. If we close our eyes, we can sort of tell where that piano is. But if we put that delay on, and that delay information is also being sent to that reverb, and you move it left or right, if you've got headphones on right now, you can really hear it. But just adding that extra little delay component, and the amount of time is insanely small. 0.0004 seconds, 44 seconds. So it's such a tiny little delay, but you can instantly hear and like feel the difference that it makes just adding that in. And so now that we've got all of that going, helping us to place where these things are in our stereo field, we can add in some more complex stuff to our mix. And if we need to move stuff around, it's not just making it louder, but we can really kind of like feel where it is.
Definitely.
If you want to fiddle, go ahead.
So I'm kind of trying to figure out what's going on here. The delay is right up before the speakers, but
that's the reverb.
That's going. I mean, yeah, the reverb.
Yeah,
I meant reverb.
So on each of these, what do I got here? I know like the A/B. So along the front, along this row is the panning with delay. This is panning without delay.
All I'm doing is seeing, is there anything affecting the reverb delay-wise other than what is being fed into it from the audio?
No, I mean, I've got the control. All the reverb controls are over there in purple. So you could mess with like the decay time and damp, whatever. But yeah, the dry signal and the delay, it's all being fed into the reverb.
Okay.
I think like the mix is down. It's not like what is it? There's one of those that you can. Which one do I not have set up? Oh yeah, because I have it set so when you turn the button on. Let's follow that. That goes right here. Yeah, when you turn the button, mix goes up to 0.3, so it's like a 30% mix. But it's the idea here, it's just such a simple thing. It's a very simple thing that you can add that just adds a lot of depth. And we didn't have not some magic $3,000 plug-in. We just added a little bit of science.
Hooray for science.
Hooray for science.
I found myself instinctively positioning myself in the center, to get both the speakers going into each ear correctly.
Even though, it is. That's weird.
Beneficial.
Because the spatial knob is turned to 0 on both of these. These are going to go directly into the left and right ears. Yeah, it's weird that you can make these like spatial speakers. It's cool. Even doing the mix, like back there, a little of each when they're at 0.5 when you spawn them.
It's environmental synesthesia. It's like very much cool.
So we've got that, and I don't know, maybe we can just get through. Oh heck, let's just go check out our. This one will be probably quick anyway. Update, publish. All right, jump into the next one. Here we go. Yay!
Following the leader.
And welcome.
And Matt, you have a big tube in front of you.
That is correct. Is he there? He's moving. Here we go. Oh.
Wait. Sorry, I had to drink some coffee. My headset is not coffee drinking compatible.
Coffee.
That is tough, yeah.
Copy on the coffee.
It hits the bottom. Yeah, I feel you.
Uh-huh.
It does. So we've actually got a frequency playing right now. It's just like way too low for the Quest headset to reproduce, and also too low for you to hear, even if it could. This is about 6.3 hertz, and that sound wave would be as long as this blue tube.
Okay.
All we got to do here is take this big old knob here, and you can change the frequency. You can sort of hear it. These are unpleasant frequencies, so
Yeah,
I'm
right about it.
super quiet.
Okay, so the tube is one wavelength long at whatever frequency you're at.
Yeah, so like one, and sadly I don't yet have a model that would represent it, but this would be like the waveform going up and then like back down and then coming back to the middle. So one cycle, the up and down, like the speaker going out and then back in and then coming back to the middle.
So if I'm reading this right, 3 meters, one for the up, one for the down, and then one for the back up.
Yeah, so it would be,
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Let me just draw. Let me get a pencil. Because you can
The waveform would really divide into 4 sections. The rise, the fall to 0, fall to minus
It would
1,
be-
and then up to 1. I mean, up to 0.
like that,
Sure.
but a much smoother curve.
And maybe actually on the tube itself.
Yeah. So, but just to give you an idea, like
Yeah,
that's
gotcha.
that's what we're dealing with, and the formula for it is pretty simple. Particularly if you're going with meters, if you want to stick with inches and feet, I don't know what that calculation is, but you can literally just take 343 meters per second, which is the speed of sound, divided by the frequency, and that gives you the wavelength in meters.
Gotcha.
It's just dividing two.
Mhm.
That's cool.
It's actually really simple math. But yeah,
What is that in
interesting
freedom
because,
units?
Like these, higher frequencies are super duper tiny, and how quickly they get gigantic. Like
Yeah.
a kick drum is usually going to be EQ'd somewhere around like 60, usually around 60. That give that like thump thump thump, that kick in the chest. That
Yeah.
I mean, human hearing can only really go down to 20, and I generally say like this is something I would bring up more in like the filters one, but I put like a low cut or like a high pass filter set at like 25 or 30 on like everything,
Yeah.
because you have, let's say there's a sound that's got some like rumble or something in it, like at like 1 hertz, something going so slow, like you can't even perceive it, but your entire mix is riding on this big wave going up and down that you can't, and you can't even hear that frequency. So why would you have it in there? Like, it's not something that low isn't gonna work on someone's like subwoofer in the back of their car or whatever.
And if you have two signals at that subsonic frequency that are not themselves the same frequency, they can produce interference tones that you can hear based on their interaction.
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
you would also hear like you could hear like things vibrating at their resonant frequency around it. Like that's usually what people are most likely to hear, even with like car stereo systems, because like for instance, so like the subwoofer in your car, you're trying to get some like little box that's like this big to make a sound wave that big inside of a box that's like a quarter this size. It's not really happening. You're not really hearing all of those true frequencies. What you are more likely to experience is the vibration coming through the chassis of the car into your seat and feeling that and interpreting that as sound. Because we actually don't hear those low frequencies very well, but we do feel them a lot more through in the rest of our body.
Got to get rid of those wooden car seats.
I always liked those
so much.
bass. What are they called? They're like I can't remember the name of it, but it's not really a speaker. It's like attach it to your seat, and it sort of just vibrates your seat for the low frequencies without really kicking up.
With Rumble Vision.
There you go.
The Tingler.
Yes, the Tingler. I met him in jail once.
Oh my! versus. It's like each one behind.
That's
the
a
music.
movie.
And then
it's
it took a dark
Exactly.
turn.
Then it took a dark turn.
Where should we go?
They had
You know what?
vibrators under the theater seats, and when the little monster
Yeah,
came out,
they,
and swung
yeah, they do
around,
this, yeah.
people
You can
freak
kind of
out
feel
and run out of the
vibration
theater.
through the entire theater.
Let's go into. I'll show the one for the our large chromatic spectrum analyzer. Here we go.
Oh, cool.
Boom.
Do it. Follow the bubble.
Nice demo.
Bum 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 bum. Ooh. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. All right. One thing about this microphone, anyone using it, you're going to be the only person that sees that. Like you, like
Gotcha.
I don't think you guys see mine right now. You don't see
Right.
it.
No.
Okay. Otherwise, apparently if I load this up, it won't work. But if I've got a bunch of different sounds that we can put in and play them through it, and you can kind of see a more visualization. You know what I could do is just make a button, because that worked. Look at how easy this is, folks.
Yes.
I'm gonna bring in a button,
Yes.
and that is the
Big orange button.
Now we've got a big orange button. I'm gonna randomly grab this. I don't know why. So now
Yeah, I can see that.
we can all see that. And
Yeah.
what I've got going on here, let me make sure y'all can. There we go. Now you can hear me if I move away. What's going on here is I've got that sound source split up, and this is packaged into a device. If you want to save it, you can. Have fun. It's really
Super
big.
cool.
It's really big. It's hard to maneuver around. And it uses up a lot of CPU, but have fun with it. Tinker or listen to stuff and check it out. But you can use it to see, like, okay, cool. Like if my song is in like a major key, like I've got a bunch of, stuff going on with this loop. Maybe this loop isn't good for that. It might not be helping the rest of my song, but the other hand, if the rest of my song is using those white keys frequencies, that would leave these black keys open for stuff like the drums, and they're not going to be stepping on each other. You could approach it from two different ways, but yeah, you could actually see the kick drum of this loop is in it's F. Cool. And then you would know this loop would probably work well like in the key of F, because you've got your kick drum is already like jiving with that.
It's already there, yeah.
Yeah, so then your bass and everything. But yeah, you could put stuff through there, or even to practice singing through it, right? You were trying to hit a specific note. You can just practice and boom, you can see how instant feedback if you're doing it right.
Now, is this section here, is this just noise? Because it keeps going when the loop stops.
So I think some of these are really, really ultra low frequencies that I don't think we can really even hear. And then when we start getting into this range, I think I would have to tweak. Like, you can see the way they're kind of flickering as they're fading. So I have to change like some of the metering settings to fix that. But generally, yeah, like this like bottom octave is just, I probably didn't even need to include this. Like, these aren't even audible. These are such ridiculously low frequencies. But it is the full 0 to 127, for like MIDI notes. It's 9 octaves. It's the full 9 octaves.
The full 9 octaves, yeah.
So I figured might as well just throw them all in there, even though, these are not metering too well. And I don't know if that's part of this loop. Maybe it's some like low. Let's try another one.
And I still see the same thing in like the key of G, F sharp, G flat.
And it's still going. I took the bubble out. Oh, so that's
what I was talking about. I think it's just background noise or something in it.
So
maybe.
Are you guys seeing that or no? Up
yeah.
Okay, so you are seeing
and it's slowly
now.
fading over time here too.
Oh, I'm not seeing your voice.
You're not seeing my voice?
Oh, no.
Oh yeah,
no, not at all.
Oh yeah, actually no.
I'm seeing this is like background noise.
I'm seeing my voice.
I'm not even seeing
because I have a fan on,
but you're far away from the mic.
You know what?
And I think it's
Matt?
the fan noise.
I would say it's the fan
when I'm talking.
Because it's fading over time.
It's fading out.
Yeah, it's fading out. It's almost gone.
Stop, and I'll go way over here. See, we're learning, folks.
Yeah, it's going away.
Right? This is about 4 stories high. That was my estimate. What do you think?
I'd go about 3. 3.
Yeah, you want some room in your ceilings for a fan.
Floors here. You need...
Yeah, maybe 4.
All right.
But yeah, it depends on,
Not that I had a goal, but
that's...
I was trying to keep this stuff at a reasonable size working with it. But I also wanted to be able to, be viewed from afar.
Yeah.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Don't jump.
Whoa.
Was 4 stories enough?
No future.
No future. Oh, yeah. And anyone that's... this is more for the recording, but anyone that pops in here and wants to copy that, go right ahead. The input for it, you really just got to grab one of these wireless connectors and then change it to your input will be on the list. And so it's already got a wireless connection built in, so that's all you need. So then you can just feed whatever you want into those, and then and then it'll work. And you know what? We might as well check out. Let's do filters. Yeah, I was working on that.
Yeah, let's look.
All right. Gotta like filters.
Yeah. All right.
Because the unfiltered version
filter
is,
blocks.
Here we go. Jumping.
All right. Standing by to stand by.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Yay, welcome.
Hang on, I'm coming. Just playing around.
And I've actually set up 4 anchors, so people, I think, theoretically could spawn in any corner. Oh, there he is.
Sorry, I was goofing off. I went way high. I was just like, I'm see, woo, and just like got lost. Way
all right. Well,
I couldn't even hear you guys for a second.
All
low
aboard,
drag, high speed. Yes.
Buckle up.
Oh,
wow, that's cool.
All right.
So this would only be like 2 floors.
I'm going to do the button thing again. That seems to not rely on tapping it. Seems to work good.
Yeah, I'm a button.
Do I have this on? Okay, good. Cool. So I've got this one thing playing, and we've got these 3 different kinds of filters. We're going to save the weird one for last. We'll go with the bell filter first. This is kind of...
Okay.
And actually, like, I don't know, this one's a strange one to have in the list because it kind of use it like an EQ. So right now we're just hearing noise. On the black line is the original sound, and the pink one is what we're doing to it. So what we're really using here is the bell filter block. You got it right there. And the gain, to do the gain knob, I've got 2 different faders, and basically one is because 0 to 1 is your range of I want to bring I want to bring it down. You actually don't use this going into the negatives. So one is doing nothing at all. And then if you want to boost it, I've got a separate one for that. So it doesn't bring it up a ton, but you can see right there.
Yeah, it does definitely come up a little bit.
Yeah. So, but if we actually wanted to hear it.
So in that mode, it's kind of like a notch. It's like a notch filter, sort of.
Yeah. And so, yeah, you can see bandwidth. So if you were ever looking at the bell filter and you're seeing like those, the knobs and you're just typing in values, but you're like, I don't really know what these are doing. You can come in here and check this out and get a little more
very
familiar
useful
with it.
Yeah. So
you can see like, okay, the bandwidth. I see if I have that really low, it's going to be really narrow, and like, oh wow, this gets really wide. And you can change the bandwidth maximum so it can get really, really ridiculous. But if you wanted to like see and hear what these filters are doing, you can come in here and check it out. So if we take the noise one out, we can put our bubble player loop in, and we hear our piano again. So if we were to boost, and I do have these set up to not get very loud because of the noise block that we're using. I didn't want any of these stations, because they can get unpleasant. And this right here, what I'm showing you, this is generally why some engineers don't like boosting EQ. It's because then it makes like some of them can get like really crazy out of hand, and you're also boosting the noise floor of that range. There's people will argue about it all day long. I can't tell you which one is like actually better. There's good reasoning behind a lot of different ways, but there's a lot of people who will say like you should only remove frequencies and not boost them. Just find the ones that aren't working. One way you can do that is boost it and then pan it around, like slide it around like, oh, that sounds horrible. That hurts my ears. And then get rid of it. Find the ones that are really bad and then bring them down. But that's kind of like an EQing tip. But again, the bell filter block to me is a little more like an EQ, but you can like filter out completely everything in that frequency. So it is, it is a filter, because if you bring it down all the way, it does work in that same way.
Mandy, that top number right there, the 1980, that's your frequency, correct?
That's the frequency, yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Why is that? Is that your like birthday and then your month?
No, that's a little that's a little before. That's a little after my time. Right about that.
Oh yeah, and nothing's happening right here. So if we
That's cool. We have this set up because it looks like a shadow being cast in the back there.
A little bit, yeah. Thank you. All right.
Very three-dimensional kind of deal.
That's
very cool.
That's the bell filter, and then we can come over here and see the same thing with a low pass filter. And I added this in because some people call them different things, and there's no right or wrong. Low pass means high cut, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Right? Because some people will like, well, I don't know. I've heard people arguing about it, and it doesn't really matter because they mean the same thing. So don't argue about it. You can call it either one. I don't care.
Sure. Whatever
works.
So whatever bitches and the bitches whatever.
So
tomato, potato.
Again, exactly. I got just like the noise. I'll bring that down a little bit. So yeah, you can see like this one's only letting the lows through. It's cutting the highs. It's got a resonance setting instead of, what was the other one? Bandwidth. And generally that extra knob is usually referring to like how steep is this, right? Like how much of an area are we removing? And it's interesting because this one seems to widen out if we bring resonance all the way down, and it gets narrow with more resonance.
If you put the resonance all the way up and then bring down the frequency, do you get a sine wave?
So you can actually hear, you can hear the sweeping when you got the resonance up.
Mm-hmm.
If we let's turn the max res. So
you almost getting a sine wave.
You're getting a little bit of a boost, yeah.
That was the only way you could get a sine on the old ARP Odyssey.
Ooh. And then, so we could put in our piano again. And so you could hear, what would that...
Foot pedal.
Nice.
You could actually make some kind of musical.
Make some interesting stuff.
That's fun. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah. So anyone come in here, put your song in that bubble player, and fiddle with it in here, and that was actually pretty fun. All right.
Yeah.
That is our low pass. Let's drop that down and head on to high pass filter, and just like the low pass filter, the high pass filter.
These are nice gadgets for demonstrating, testing these things. So I have only been using my ear so far.
Oh, these are great. Yeah. I mean, that's I think what I love about PatchWorld is like I'm trying to show audio concepts that you could take anywhere, not just really for PatchWorld. They definitely apply here, but more so because PatchWorld lets me put in all of the visual stuff and interconnect it with the audio stuff. I just find it so much more helpful to have this and set it up.
Sure, you can actually.
That I need.
It's
for
an easy
this.
visual.
Because and I can't wait to see Oaksham do his workshops on that. Because I would like to understand this better. Because maybe there's some other things that I could illustrate better if I knew more about that device, because I'm using it a lot in these workshops. So hopefully I'll be able to learn more about that too.
I've learned a fair bit in the last week or so. I'll share you a world that has some basic geometry in it.
Oh, okay.
That is at least my way of doing it.
Let's get that out of there. We don't need to. But yeah, this is a similar thing. Same as the last one.
No, it's a low cut.
We're cutting all the lows. And like I was saying in a couple of worlds ago, I generally put something set like around maybe 30, 25, 30, and just on everything. Even a kick drum. Maybe, depending on how much I like the kick drum, I might bring it really low. But yeah, you don't need anything that low. You're just going to create a giant wave that your mix is riding on, and it's not going to sound good. Very few systems can reproduce it, and it's going to sound bad for everyone else. So just give it a try. It's an easy thing you can do to avoid problems, because when you got those really low frequencies that you can't even hear, you're going to have problems, and you're not going to know where they're even coming from. So just start cutting it, and then you'll start noticing when you start adding your kick and your bass and all of these instruments that are fighting to use that low end, they're going to get along a little bit better, because they're not going to be all already riding on some big wave together, going woo, yay.
All right, surf the wave, bro.
But yeah, this one pretty simple to understand how that one's working too. You're only letting certain frequencies through, and in this case the higher ones. This is the oddball. This is by far one of the more unusual. Sort of. Yeah. I actually I built the demonstration of it, still not understanding what this did. I then had a theory about it, tested it, and then looked it up, and I'm like, all right, okay, I was sort of on the right track, but not really. What this does is actually isn't lowering the volume of a single frequency, but what it will do is it'll shift its time its phase. It'll shift it in time, though just those frequencies that you select. So perhaps they're lining up better with another sound source. So like if this sound has some frequencies that are canceling out another instrument in like that range, maybe my bass frequencies are like canceling out something else. You could position this here and it would sort of shift those frequencies. It's not making them quieter or louder. It's just shifting them. So maybe then they can sort of like mingle with the other instruments that are trying to use those same frequencies.
Shifting in time slightly so that the peaks aren't canceling out with the valleys of the other one.
Yeah, so think of it like you're doing a phase shift, but only on across like a certain band.
Okay.
Which is like really mind-boggling, right? Because like from what I can tell, I don't know if you can actually hear. If you crank up the resonance or the radius to 1, you hear this like...
Yeah, there's your sine wave.
And what this top one is, I was like, okay, so what's the difference? I actually took the original. I was like, these actually look the same. They don't look any different. So I took the original and the newer one, and I subtracted the newer one from the original, and this is what was left. If they were the same, this would be flat. It's not. It looks like it's changed all of it, but it doesn't sound different to us. And I was like, why is that? And yeah, that's because like most of it is actually just being phase flipped, but it'll sound the same. It's the same volume, same frequency content. It's just being slightly shifted in time. And you can kind of use it as like a phase correction tool. But there's also one other use you could have with this. And I would like to eventually add onto this demo to illustrate that better. But because you can decide like which frequencies you are flipping, you could set this kind of like around the middle or high, set the radius up. Maybe not. Oh, we want the radius down for that. Got it. Okay. The idea is if we put this on like maybe the left or just the right channel of what we're listening to, maybe like on our like master like output or whatever, we could actually flip the phase of just so like the higher frequencies, and that would like widen the sound. We basically have a stereo widening device kind of in one little block. So the problem is when you have something like that, if you have a lower frequency out of phase, the brain doesn't really like those lower frequencies doing that very much. And it will cancel itself out if it's summed to mono. So like really bad or older, music systems may not reproduce it in stereo, but usually you should probably have your low end not be out of phase. If you want something in phase, keep that normal. But if your left and right ears are going to be out of phase, keep it in like higher frequency content, because that's less likely to make someone sick. But you can use it to like widen your stereo field with this.
Yeah.
Basically. So yeah, this is like a super weird, interesting, and it's got a like very unique uses to it that are unlike any of the other filters. But it's still considered a filter. But yeah, I don't know. I don't hope that makes sense. What it's doing.
And this is version 2.
This is yeah, this is version 2. But yeah, the all pass filter in general, like whatever app you're using, that's basically what they're used for. Because yeah, all of the frequencies are passing through is the idea, and they are kept at the same volume. They're just being shifted a little bit in time.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully at some point I'll have.
I couldn't figure out what it was doing.
I would probably not with the spectrum capture, but I think stream capture would illustrate that a little bit better.
Okay.
Right. Seeing.
Oh, cool. Well, that's a bit of insight into this that I would not have had otherwise. It doesn't show up in the inspector. That
what
explanation? I don't think.
Well, Well, okay,
Let
so
me see.
what it does say, it's interesting. Second order by all pass filter for implementing phasors and such. Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of want to.
So kind of.
I want to implement a phasor, but I don't know what that exactly is yet. So, that'll be added to the
They got to
list.
run a sweep on some value.
But yeah, there's definitely some interesting things you could do with this, because you can instantly make a left or right channel different from the other without actually sounding different, too different to the person. So yeah, you can use it to stereoize things.
You broke it.
Oh, I broke it.
Did it
You
break?
broke it. You broke it.
Are we not supposed to?
Matt,
Are
he
we not
pulled it,
supposed
Jason.
Are we not supposed to put the radius up that high? Interesting. Oh, I wonder what
Yeah.
did we? So we
There's
lost
no output
audio
right now.
right?
Yeah.
Well, it's showing up in the shadow.
The
You can see the
original.
shadow of it, yeah.
It's not really a shadow.
What were
I'm just
you-
calling it that?
You were fiddling
Yeah.
with the radius, right?
Well, what I did is I cranked up the radius max and then touched the radius, and you hear a beep, and then
Yeah, I heard that little eep. And then it was like, and then Jason broke it.
Let's make a copy of this. Is there another one? No.
My job for many years was breaking software, so I,
Whoa. Nice work.
Yeah.
have skills.
Yeah. Dude, you're
Thank you.
top of your game.
Dude, you
Sweet.
proper Jason broke it. Matt
There's
gets
some
the reference, but
Yeah, and there's some devices that say don't use this below 0. That may be what happened, but I do have a map set up on that. So yeah.
Oh, I did a divide
That
by
can't
0
go-
today on a parabola. It turned out really cool. Looked like a trident.
because you can still see like what would be the shadow of the frequency right there too.
Yeah, because that's a
It's
separate
the original
one.
frequency.
Yeah, that's just showing
Yeah.
the original. So it broke somewhere here or later. No, this has got to still be working.
Yeah. What if you change your radius max
Oh
again?
wait,
Change that back to 1.
no.
Or did you-
The black one's getting it from this split. Yeah. So,
It's just good. You just got
What'd
to
you-
plug it in.
what
I
did
didn't
we
figure it
change?
plugged in.
Literally just
I didn't
grabbing
touch
this?
anything over there.
Is that all I did?
No, man.
Here's what I saw. I saw
The speakers-
this is not attached anymore.
Oh, these aren't supposed to.
Oh,
That's
that
how-
was
that's the only one I'm hearing anything
yeah.
anymore.
This was an experiment.
okay.
So the rest of it's still not going.
Yeah, there's no output.
Well, I heard them when those were plugged into the speakers.
Yeah.
but that's a different thing.
But that was
different thing.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So one of these, this one was like the dry, like the black, is what we were hearing on that one.
Okay.
The before, I guess reloading
So
the
it was-
world would
Oi.
fix it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, not a big deal.
Oi.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it'd be interesting if you could figure out like which one of these you got to replace to solve that. But my guess is probably just the audio engine itself had a big hiccup. Yeah, I'm just reloading it would fix.
Cool.
But
Very cool.
That is we are at 5:00. We are an hour in.
Well,
You guys have actually gotten to see just about
everything.
quite a bit of it. Yeah.
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 Nicely
I'm
done.
gonna have to go
man.
plug my
It's,
headset
you.
in again.
It's a good demo of these things.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank
Yeah,
Yeah,
hopefully
thank
I'll be
you.
adding more. But you guys got some of the best stuff that I've got so far, and this was good. I got to find a few things that I need to fix too. But yeah, I got some more stuff to
There
add.
you go.
And I got some better ideas for how to illustrate it better. Like hopefully this one I can get some a better thing going, because it's an interesting device to me, because it's just got such a
Very much.
it's just a very specific thing that it's doing. Very odd.
Yeah.
But anyway,
And
I appreciate you guys coming. And you even set
Definitely,
your alarm
buddy.
clock for this, so that's cool. But these are all publicly published worlds, so yeah, anyone can pop in here and check
Play
this
around with them, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, super cool.
But then that
I'd have
concludes
published
our tour.
I'd have published the procedure
Yay,
line
Betty.
thing. I'll just share it with you.
All
Just
right.
because I want Oaksham to do his thing without me
absolutely.
publishing stuff first. So that will be interesting too. But yeah, this is good stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good.
Thank
Good
you.
job, Eddie.
Once it's, I've done the like very basic mixers where it's I didn't even put pan pots in it. I was just trying to get the concept of being able to do a mix remotely.
Well,
going
stereo stuff isn't necessarily, you have to sort of implement it. Like you can do stereo stuff, but you've got to like set up all the speakers and like most of the worlds, and when you start adding a second channel, you're doubling the amount of CPU you're using, and it's just not worth it most of the time. But
right,
I kind of figured,
and I didn't know what the output world was going to be like. Whether somebody's going to have spatial or stereo.
Oh yeah,
or what.
yeah, because they can set it up for whatever. But yeah, in a couple years from now, when those headsets are a lot better, and maybe these things can handle that stereo sound a little bit better, I'm like, hey, might as well start making some tools for it. You probably got it.
Maddie, I'm going to be heading out because my my headset's dying. But
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, we got to do this.
We got to do the ceremonial
There we go.
circle of sparks.
Circle of trust.
Sparks. It's a circle of trust. All right, boys. Hey, it was really nice to meet you. Maddie, we'll talk again very soon.
All right.
All right, boys.
Later, Sean.
Take care.
Okay. Go back to Congress. Make some things better.
I'm going to get going too. Thank you so much for showing up.
Okay.
We'll see you around.
And the day begins.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Yeah.
See you later. Thanks. Nicely done.
You're almost 12 hours. Wow. Yeah. It's like 5 o'clock for me. It's like 7.
West Coast. I'm 15 hours off.
My goodness.
Actually, I guess now it's 12 hours. It's 15 hours.
You're in the
in the
future?
winter.
Or
I'm in the future. 15 hours or 14 hours in the future now. From
so you got flying
daylight savings
cars.
time.
You got
No, we're way past the flying cars. We just transport.
Oh, that was so last year.
Picture it.
Oh, that was an hour ago.
Go there. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway,
Later,
good
dude.
seeing you later.